which means that Naafiri shouldn't really be playing very aggressively in this game, but at the same time, if you're not playing Naafiri aggressively, why are you playing Naafiri in the first place?
You're my Rock Jamada.
Oh.
And you throw games occasionally and watch you on stream, so that also makes sense as Baus needs to be a little bit scared here. There's a flash available, and Doxy just gets the solo kill.
All right.
Crowley got to get an entire Gatling gun charge off on 2 people there. That is brutal. Scooby has gone for that potential desperation play.
Oh.
Doesn't need to flashes yet. Nemesis now in danger. Yet to use the E or the Q. The flag and drag available. Needs to try and get around here. Marshall gains over the wall as Velya flashes with the W after to make it the 1-for-1.
Well, see, the problem is, if Scooby flag drags, then Velya can press the W key. He's going to hold on to his Q.
Big one. Okay,
Right,
well,
he actually got the smite, Scooby.
That's a good one, but over comes Nemesis. That Orianna going to have to flash
got ult,
Doxy.
actually.
Has got quite an option here. Will start to make things really electrifying. And the W key is pressed instead it's the L key. Now Nemesis might be looking in a pretty dodgy spot himself. It's the Orianna who currently doesn't have flash. Baus is in a bit of a scary spot. They just turn around and pick him up as well.
Okay.
Venomcrest pick up 2. All right.
Okay.
Desperation perhaps not. Gooby just slides on into this side bush, can look for the angle. There's the Cataclysm, can look for a turnaround here, but just doesn't have the damage side. We shove that comes across onto the other, and Wendell's there as well. And Nemesis gets to walk back and forth a couple times, but that's about all the outplay he has available.
Yeah, just because Wendell's got the first move there, but we don't see him very frequently in this meta, is still the lane bully that we know him to be. And
yeah.
He does not really have many tools into that. Yeah, I mean, it's what I'd call a legacy bit, really, from Doxy. From many, many years gone by, leagues like Matchco, or leagues like the Italian League on Matchco, and things of the like, where...
It did feel like they ran that league, so I get the misspeak. As Velya, though, the moment we speak well about a player, they end up in trouble. We'll just put the lightning rush down, but he's been marked by the hot dog. Do you want to buy one? Throws down the slicing maelstrom, flash on forward. There's the handshake, and it is very firm indeed. A hostile takeover.
See that immediate cross map of the dragon. So we're not going to see an early, early soul in contention here for LR like we have seen for the past 2 games. Yeah, maybe it just makes things a little bit weird, a little bit awkward as, well, goodbye Kobe. Sent to the mountains of in between tier 1 and 2. Yeah. It's like that, or I wouldn't say me. Oh, hello, Doxy.
Nice handshake. He might be in trouble here. Gonna try and run away a little bit. Has a blast cone, but to where? Just about out to safety. Velya here. Can look
Velya has ult in a second.
The pack. There he comes.
Oh,
interrupted. Wendell. That is superb timing. The depth charge saves the top lane.
Wow, okay, it looks a bit funky on the spectate because I don't think the knockup actually went through the trigger on an execution of a play. It's just about that pressure, right? Pulling LR around the map gradually, finding windows, and this is, the kind of stuff you can find.
Depth charge onto the cataclysmed Orianna, who's got nothing there to do. It is the end of days, at least for Ori. The hostile takeover hits no one. They'll try and turn it around. If Reckless now in danger, can try and put a bailout in, but it's just not there enough. As they do finally get a reset for Comet running with Crowley, who puts down the Valkyrie. And it's enough. The fight getting very messy as Baus is turned on up. Niter, though, throwing another rock.
Doxy, I mean, this is really great from Baus. Trying to keep Doxy in a position where he can't TP. Baus will be able to walk down now. Doxy should try and reset, get a TP off, but I don't think he's going to be able to do it.
Split off, goes looking, Crowley flashes around, Reckless in danger. They go looking for this one. The dragon now left alone, Gooby in danger, but they go the route on Reckless. Down for the count, into the backline goes the dog, but eviscerating nowhere. Hasn't got the resets. Tries to call the back, but no one answers. Called an ambulance, and it was Venomcrest that got it as a triple kill. Over
all right,
Wendell.
Yeah, you know what, mate? Sure, why not? Yeah, triple kill to the Nautilus. Yeah, fantastic. Great job. You know what? He earned it for the Oh,
hang on. Okay, Doxy, we were praising him, but has died the 1v1 topside. First turret to Los Ratones, but they lose the dragon, so there is that.
Yeah, they lose the dragon. I mean, this will be feats of strength too, right? It's the 3rd objective here. For Venomcrest, so they're going to get those boots. That's going to feel nice. The support, very, very rarely is it the case that Reckless is on, a Rel or an Alistar. It's really, it's typically these kind of champions like Renata, Rakan, and a couple of the other enchanters that we see him pilot. And at times, it does feel like in a situation like this where you would love to be able to commit forward to punish what is in a very immobile backline. You don't get to do that as easily as, say, Venomcrest get to with the Nautilus and with the Jarvan. And we'll see how this transpires now.
Yeah, it's quite a short range composition too into a Poke Farith with Chains of Corruption, Nautilus and all of his CC, Talia's ability to throw down Unraveled Earth and shove you over it. Has gotten behind Niter. That's with the teleport. Gooby's around. Niter gonna get pulled back with the shockwave though. That's an important shutdown going the way of the Orianna.
Like dedicated 400-ish gold plus, you know, and then you think about some of the minions missed in the wave. TP out Baus. They actually also snuck away a Raptor camp. I think a wave was missed mid. There's a strong chance, honestly.
Painful. So you do get that reactivation on the ult for Velia, who's really had a tough time finding those right now. Was full send onto Nemesis. You heard it from Adrian. Oh, wow, is the start. And afterwards is Venomcrest might have gone.
Oh, Doxy.
I fear a little deep. Doxy looking for an angle. Bailout heals Nemesis, though. He gets to stay alive for a second. Corner of the pack still not going to be enough as Kobe gets that one. It's messy.
No way.
But Venomcrest still able to try and threaten this one out as Crownie looking for an angle. Turn around with a depth charge. Reckless, though, finds a bit of damage back. Kobe trying to trade this one out. It is absolute disaster for everybody involved. Ends up being a man advantage for Los Ratones, though, somehow, some way.
Past all of LR. But still, now they have to play with that information that he's there. They're going to walk forward into Gooby. Gooby's in trouble. He's got it!
He goes in, finds the Cataclysm. The seismic shove comes on down. They kill off that Jarvan. Still get the reset. Baus in danger. The backside, Doxy gets a pretty mediocre slicing master ball thing said and done. And Baus just won't die. Another hammer shot. Another angle in. Where the hell is Kobe? Off to the side, trying to find something. Finds a dredge line, but I don't know whether Wendell actually wants that. Finds a depth charge after Baus. Still absolutely unkillable. This Poppy is an absolute beast now.
Off that exchange, they get the kills, they get the objective. And I praised Gooby for his mentality of wanting to send it, but let Los Ratones try and make a play, right? That's been one of their weaker points. But don't let them get a free play. That's not not the angle you need.
Yeah, went a bit too far the other way, guys. That's the pendulum swinging far too far away.
It's starting to feel like Los Ratones might just end up throwing them after all.
I was excited for a fourth.
Let's see. Yeah, that was I. Let's see. Can Gooby get a steal? He's got a
handshake.
Buff through. Oh, the wall stops that.
There's a shockwave after. Knight is now in danger. The takeover. It's absolutely glorious. Reckless finds them all. It's a triple towards Crownie. And the Atakan is secured as well. Los Ratones right back in the game, the early game. Messy. Looked problematic to say the least, but they managed to hold their nerve, find some much better fights. And right now they look like they can do no wrong.
Yeah. These last 2 skirmishes, 3 skirmishes. Decision making again, it's just coming out on top for Los Ratones, and that has always been their strong suit so far this year.
You can do that.
Take, so that's a very manageable situation. So Baus is trying to make it as unmanageable as possible.
He's level 16, the highest in the game right now, and currently taking next to no damage. Looking to go into the backline now. Nemesis goes golden. The hostile takeover buys some time. Berserk goes Niter. Gooby caught in his own Cataclysm, and it's the end of days, but for the wrong person, Velia will eviscerate Flash away. Baus on the killing spree. Baus bosses them all. He is the best in the league. He certainly is in the NLC. Flashes on forwards. Los Ratones knocked down to the lower bracket. And I think it just made him very angry. They hulk out in this series.
And even Velia maybe could have walked out of this one with his life in a couple of different scenarios. All needs going to be extended now. I think that should just about be. Been able to stand very, very firmly on their feet. Now this dragon is up, and
here we go.
Likely going to be our final team fight, if anything, has been signaled for the last couple of skirmishes.
It's felt very Los Ratones favoured. They are up a lot of gold now. I won't do the maths on air. You can do that yourselves, guys. Just know that it is significant. Dragon started Velia on a potential flank angle. He could be pretty deadly here as Baus steps on forwards again. Wendell caught out. Doxy forced to back away, lost half his HP bar. Gets a decent depth charge on the other side though. Does Wendell buys a bit of down to 4k HP is the Dragon. Looking at trying to redemption, heals people up. Into the back, there goes Gooby. It's a big Cataclysm, but the follow-up's not there. And the turnaround with the hostile takeover, with the Hound's pursuit, will drag them all straight down to hell. Cry havoc and let slip the jungle dogs of war.
Yeah, Baus is going to TP onto this mid-wave, and they're going to shove with Baron. This should be game 3-0 Los Ratones. Few ups, a few downs in this series, but otherwise, I think you're right. I think that series versus Nord only really served to piss them off a bit. They're going to walk down this mid lane and end this series and give us an early night.
The Danish representatives will be denied a trip home. Los Ratones' journey through the lower bracket begins, and they do it with style. You can't ban Baus out, it turns out. He has a few too many available to him. And it's a 3-0 day.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.